Hi Mark, you talk about zero management being a key point within Tintri. Isn't that the same for all storage platforms using a virtualized environment?
Oh, definitely not, no. So it's an aspirational goal on the part of Tintri, obviously, to provide what we call zero management storage. But traditionally, if you're rolling out storage for a VM estate, there's actually quite a lot of configuration work that has to go into the commissioning of the storage array in the first instance. But even before you can run that first virtual machine, there's a whole raft of specific configuration tasks that you have to go through. Simple things like creating RAID sets, formatting or presenting those as a LUN, and then obviously formatting the LUN with VMware's file system before you can start to put a virtual machine on there. So there's quite a bit of work that goes on in that space, but there is other parameters that exist on a traditional storage array, managing queue depths. If you're interfacing into an iSCSI or a fibre channel SAN, there's all the configuration work that has to go with that, zoning, masking, mapping. There's an awful lot of work just to get the box up and running. In the case of Tintri, whilst I say zero management is aspirational, it literally takes a couple of minutes to put the configuration on the Tintri device and then you're ready to drop VMs on there. So from that aspect, it really is zero management.
So that's at the beginning, so that's implementation. What about afterwards in the operational side of things?
So again, if you look at the traditional storage model, as time progresses, VM admins will notoriously move VMs around. Once you've deployed virtual machines, they will pop up all over the place because they are a collection of files. What happens with files? People copy them, they recreate them. So all of a sudden, you've got this ever-growing estate of virtual machines that now get moved from one LUN to another, if you will. There won't necessarily even be a conversation between the VM admin and the storage engineering folks when that process takes place. And data stores in the traditional storage world are not interchangeable. So you end up in a situation where you do need to go back and re-engineer and tune and continually feed and water or garden the traditional storage to make sure you've got optimum performance for your VM estate. We don't have any of that on the Tintri. Because of all of the smarts within the feature set that we have, the ability to understand every I/O for every virtual disk, to provide that very granular reporting, but also the way that we schedule our resources around those I/Os for those VDisks, the understanding of the active working set for every VDisk. You don't need to go back and retune the Tintri. It will self-learn, self-tune itself to the workload it sees. So if we've got server, if we've got server VMs generating lots of I/O and we've got virtual desktops on the same data store, we just handle that and we provide you with all the visibility to show you exactly how we're performing.
Okay, thank you very much.